Maybe I should do the whole vlog like this. Hello strangers, so I fell asleep with my makeup on again, so I'm rocking this stylish look. It is 12 o'clock, so fun times for me. See, that looks half presentable. It's 25 past 12, so I have less than 12 hours left to finish 2 books if I want to finish all the challenges for BookTubeathon, which is the book I bought because of the cover and the reading 7 books, because if I finish listening to the Twisted ones, that will give me 7 books as well of Eden Summer. I haven't yet any more. No, actually I did read some before I went properly to sleep of Eden Summer, so that I guess I have had some of that today. Sorry, just like something in my eye. Sorry if you can hear my dogs fighting, the bloody menaces. I did read some of Eden Summer before I actually went to sleep, so I guess I have read some of that today. I'm on like chapter 10. It's like 200 pages something, and it's kind of a quick book to get through, I think, if I just sat and read it. I've also been editing. I've mostly been editing while trying to listen to the Twisted ones while I do it, which seems weird, but because the way I talk, sometimes I have really big spaces when I'm talking, or I repeat the same thing over and over again. So basically I can listen to 2 things at the same time, because I just need to hear my voice to tell me, oh, I've started speaking now, or I just need to figure out when I stop saying that same thing over and over again. Because I mess up, I say the wrong words all the time. The most annoying thing is when I say the wrong word and I just don't notice that I've did it. Today's challenge is to tell a book related story. I mean, that probably should be easy for me. I was thinking of doing it on the first adult novel I bought, which sounds boring, but there's like what? It might sound boring, but it's kind of like cool backstory stuff about it. I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure it's the first novel that I bought with money that someone had gave me. I mean, I could just do it with Harry Potter. Harry Potter is such like a big staple of book life. I know that there's some people that somehow went through the Harry Potter generation without reading Harry Potter, which I just find so weird. Like, people my age, it's someone my age, I can't believe they never read Harry Potter. It's like, how? Oh, Deathly Hallows came out 10 years ago now. That makes me feel so old. For me, Harry Potter ended with the books. I didn't really care about the films, because I liked the films okay before I read the books, but once I read the books, I realised how bad Goblet of Fire was, and that put me off watching any of the other movies. I did see Deathly Hallows Part 2 because my sister dragged me to it. But otherwise I wouldn't have seen it. If it was my choice, I would never want to go see it. Basically, the movies only interest me because it was like, well, we can edit these films into fun things for the fandom. That was about it. Yeah, I was one of those people that made music videos out of the movies. I wasn't very good at it, but I did. There's a few lurking about. Harry Potter is the only book series where I read it multiple times. I read all the books at least twice. Can't remember if it was the 3rd or 2nd read. If it was the 3rd or 4th read that I was on to before. I feel like, I want to say 3rd, but I don't know. I feel like I must have got onto read those books at least all 3 times, but I don't know. But basically, I was in the middle of a reread when Deathly Hallows came out, and I just like abandoned the book I was reading. I think it was the 4th one. Yeah, I abandoned the 4th one in favour of Deathly Hallows. And I was going to reread Deathly Hallows, but I never have, because it was just like, I was going to like reread it immediately, and it was like, I read the opening like prologue chapter thing, and it was just like, nope, I can't do this. I can't put myself through that again. It's one of those things, like, because I've been part of the Harry Potter fandom for so long, sometimes I'm like, I don't remember what's canon and what's not because I've just like been so absorbed with it. Because like right now there's like a canon in my own head that probably goes against what JK Rowling stuff, and but also there's like stuff I happily go against JK Rowling with. Like, I think that's one of the things with like with books you can have your own world built in because not everything was explained and stuff. And this was just like a reflection on Harry Potter. Yeah, so I'm gonna go read or edit and maybe make that video. I could probably film it now. I did it again. I forgot to turn my mic on. The most annoying thing about this is I thought I'd unplug the mic. I remember going and unplugging it and making sure it wasn't plugged in when I filmed this. Also, like, it tells me when the mic is off, so I really should know better not to do this because it's like, it's right in front of me. It's saying, this mic is plugged in. This mic is not on. Though it doesn't actually tell me whether the microphone that's plugged in is switched on or not, or whether I actually record. It just tells me that the camera mic's off. But it's there, telling me that I'm an idiot. All I'm really saying in this update is that I finished The Twisted Ones and discussing my thoughts on it. It's mostly trash. If you've watched or played Five Nights at Freddy's games and like know the lore stuff, it's just basically that. It's just that nonsense. I'm just talking about how lovely my hair is. Not really. I'm talking about how weird it is that parts of it are really purple and other parts are completely washed out. It's weird. It's also weird that like the top part of my hair is like my natural hair. It's so long since I bleached it. It's wrong. I need to change the situation, but you know, money and time is why I haven't had my hair done. And also I need to find a hairdresser that will just do what I tell them to do without being weird about it. So these FAF novels are just the first one was better than the Twisted Ones because I think the first one's story made a lot more sense and there was actually like a pace for it to go. Well, the second one just felt like, well, we made money, we're going to do another one. And we have to because the game's like, there was kind of a corresponding game to this, but still. Apparently there's going to be 2 more. And I'm really hoping they've actually outlined these stories before they came out, but who knows. And now I'm just talking about Eden of Summer. Not much really to say about Eden of Summer. I'm like halfway in when I'm talking to you, I think. I know the next time I talk to you, I read 225 pages of it, so that's more than halfway in by the time I talk to you next. But I don't know how much I've read here. It's also, I can also tell you it's 5 o'clock when I'm talking to you in this video. The fun of timestamps. So this is me kind of like 5, like probably like 10 minutes after 5 signing off. So now that you've seen a hedgehog, it's time for some bats. Layla. Layla. She went up there by herself. She's just sitting out there. Did you think by your head? You have 2 or 3.
So the curtain's definitely on the camera, yeah. Well, I seen it on the camera.
Ooh! Oh, that was out of focus.
Like that. Oh.
That is
There
two.
But it depends.
Is someone living in the house?
Oh.
Of the pace because the
It comes again. I love that curly tail. Always know she's in the room because I see the curly tail go by the bed.
and then she attacked. So
What done?
bathroom light.
Oh, that bathroom.
Surely that's something wrong with the wiring. Having some cake while I read by candlelight. You can't see, but I can. So there's less than an hour left in the BookTubeathon. Still reading this, so I've got a little bit of wait. I think I can do it. But I've got to go. So next time I talk to you, BookTubeathon will be over. Well, or this book will be. Something will be over. So with 8 minutes to spare, I finished Eden Summer by Liz Hagen. It was really good. I enjoyed it. It's definitely a book that can be read in a day. So keep it in mind for any future readathons if you're watching this. Yeah, it was pretty good. It actually takes place within a day technically, like the cat. There's like past stuff in it, like, but technically it takes place in a day. Oh. In a little bit of future, an epilogue, but I don't know if you count that. I also finished listening to the Twisted One, meaning I finished all the challenges this BookTubeathon. Like, I hope I'm not like gonna go count and like, oh no, wait, no you didn't. But I'm pretty sure I completed all the challenges this bookathon. And if not, I completed all the main ones. Who needs 7 books? Lost at Sea, Seconds, Countless, Spot the Difference, Eden Summer, Twisted Ones, and Horror City. So yeah, I finished 7 books, so I completed all the challenges. I also read From Stags by Abe Bennett, I think. I'm gonna do a proper wrap up just to summarise all the books in one video. That's the BookTubeathon over for me, so I will see you with us next time, where the year won't be 1893. Farewell.